All right. So making the ask is a very important way because people get inundated by emails all day long. And you have to make sure that if you're going to email somebody or text them, that you have a compelling line to give to them. So in other words, if you're emailing somebody, maybe you would say, hey, your gossip can pay off. Let other people know the great experience that you had. Think about this. You're going through your email and you get all this junk email. Delete, 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 delete. You got to make an intro and the beginning of it to make sure people actually open the email or read the text, because you're going to want to make sure that that actually happens. Most people just delete stuff. Somebody wants to sell me something. But if you can give a tangible way of focusing on what your email is about in the subject line and make the first couple words in that request easily identifiable of what you want them to do, then that will save it from getting deleted. Because a deleted email for a request for review doesn't work. There's also companies that actually specialize in doing this. They have an online portal where you would send them an email, the client an email, and say, hey, review is here, and it actually will link to one of these specialty companies. And at those specialty companies, they can have a special rating system where you can actually rate there, and it's really easy to do that way. But if you don't want to have the extra expense of paying for one of these services, because they're not always cheap, is you basically have to hand do it person by person and make sure that they can really find a way and a reason to open your email or to read your text.
So what's the system that you use? What works for you?
Well, what works for me is 2 weeks after the wedding, I send them an email or I utilize one of these services. But we're going back to just a direct email because I think it's a little more personalized. And each wedding, I send an email to say, hey, thank you so much for choosing us for your wedding. Please respond with a positive review about your service. We want other couples to know and have the same great experience that you did.